114パウンド4分の3レイズン大輝所属。ここまで22勝2敗13 KO。現在日本タイ記録世界タイトル3階級制覇。激闘との統一戦に勝利を収めた元 WBA、WBC 統一世界ミニマム級チャンピオン、元 WBA 世界ライトフライ級チャンピオン、元 WBA 世界フライ級チャンピオン、そして今夜こそ日本初の4階級制覇に挑む WBO 世界スーパーフライ級第2位、井岡和人。パウンドフィリピン。ここまで25勝 21KO2 敗1分け。昨年9月今夜と同じタイトル挑戦も三者三様のドロー。本日仕切り直しの挑戦、 WBO 世界スーパーフライ級第1位、ランキングフォーストアストンマイティパリックテ。
Set for the final words now from the American referee, Kenny Chevalier. Tremendous air of anticipation here just outside of Tokyo at Mekuhari Messe in Chiba, Japan. Number 1 ranked Aston Polite versus number 2 ranked Kazuto Ioka. 12 rounds for the vacant WBO Junior Bantamweight World title, the bell in round number 1. Tonight's fight clock is presented by Cleveland Whiskey, whiskey without limits.
Well, Aston is the bigger. He needs to fight the bigger right away. And I like that he's coming out right with that long left jab, despite the fact that he has that tremendous game-changing power. It's all the setup that's so important. You got to create the power off a jab, and he's used it nicely thus far.
Red gloves for Polite, and you see his last name on the front of his trunks on the waistband, which is helpful. Black gloves for Ioka.
Polite attempted a nice right uppercut. That'll be one of the keys. There's a left uppercut that lands.
Short and sharp. Polite said that he wanted to start long and then slowly close distance. He said, I will feel early if Ioka can indeed take my power. Polite, 21 of his 25 career victories coming by way of knockout. Tremendous in any weight class, almost unheard of at 115 pounds. Ioka, for his part, 23 wins, 13 of those by way of knockout. A very good finishing rate. 40 remaining round 1.
Good utilization of the jab by Ioka. He not only started with it, but he finished with it. One of the things for Ioka, he needs to keep his, right where he is now, he needs to stay there in the center of the ring and not get against the ropes, especially with the power of Polite.
Ioka told us, I know all about the reputation of Polite's power. I'll have a good sense of it in the first round.
And Polite will get a sense of the power or lack thereof, perhaps, of Ioka, who I've watched him, a lot of film on him leading up to this. He's a really good fighter, just not a lot of pop. But he does the other stuff so well, or you wouldn't capture weight division titles, the 3 weight division titles that he's already done and looking to try to do the 4th. Nice combination by Ioka there.
Good combination indeed. Off of the one, off of the jab, and you saw how he hooked the body of Polite with the left hand. Polite standing tall, listed at 5'8" to Ioka's 5'5", but he looks much bigger than that in the ring. He has a very upright stance, does Polite. Swing and a miss on the lead left hook from Ioka. Good jab, overhand right from Ioka to counter. Stiff jab from Ioka. 20 seconds remaining round number 1. Overhand right from Polite, just off the mark. Very much a feeling out round to this world title fight. Ioka again off of the jab. Final seconds, round number 1. There is the bell.
That first round, very competitive, very close. Polite started off utilizing the jab. He landed one nice uppercut in there. But what, again, Polite needs to do is hit any part of Ioka. You don't just have to land a shot to the chin or even a left hook to the body. If the arms are up, the high guard of Ioka, hit anything you can to make him feel uncomfortable and feel that power.
Polite said his keys to victory are timing and power. Just missed with that powerful overhand right in round 1. Kenny Chevalier telling both fighters, get back to your respective corner. Round number 2 underway. Double jab, second jab to the body from Ioka. Ioka told us, Smitty, he expects Polite to be extremely aggressive, but relatively measured for Polite in round 1.
And part of that is the great defensive movement of Ioka. He does a lot of subtle things in there, subtle movements, anticipation, like even landing that jab. He missed with the second one, but he doesn't move around a lot, but he's very effective in his movement and his defensive abilities, which is why I gave him, he eked out round 1 on my card.
Good jab from Ioka. Polite, high, tight, disciplined striking guard.
Right now, Polite should be throwing anything, just like that. Touch. And put the right hand behind it. Even if if it hits the elbow, the forearm, like that.
Smitty, as you have the unofficial scorecard, the judges and referee Kenny Chevalier assigned by the WBO for this title fight. Good left hand from Polite.
Best punch of the fight so far. Polite just missed with that right uppercut. And I think that could be the coup de grace shot for him.
Walk down power, right hand, counter right back from Kazuto Ioka.
The better shot was the left hook from Polite.
Polite starting to slip a little more, not quite as tall in his stance. Misses with that left hand. See the tick-tock movement of Ioka in a deep crouch. 1:15 remaining round 2. Polite slowly trying to cut off the ring, but again, Ioka is a phenomenal mover. Right hand to the body. Good right hand on the counter from Polite.
When Polite backs him up, he needs to keep him backed up. He needs to try to cut off the ring against Ioka. But as you said, it's difficult because Ioka, he's had a lot of rounds, 222 rounds in his 10-year career. This is his 17th world title fight in only 25 fights. It's amazing.
Again, just the second world title fight for Polite.
Good jab by Aston Polite. Snapped the head bat of Ioka.
Now 25 seconds remaining round 2. Snap jab again from Ioka. Polite to the body with the right hand. That was clever. Good combination on the inside. Polite back to the outside. Steps in once more. Slowly the temperature rising on this world title fight. Aston Polite versus Kazuto Ioka. We are headed to round 3.
Much
to the
better,
corner of Aston Polite.
Much better second round for Polite. Landed some power shots. Right hands, left hooks. They're already working on the eyes there with the inswell and stitched Duran there. Applying the inswell.
Arguably, or maybe inarguably, the most famous cut man in all of combat sports, Jacob Stitch Duran. A great man himself here in Japan.
And a neighbor of mine in Las Vegas.
Round number 3 underway.
Aston needs to do more of what he did in round 2. Fight big, come forward, land some power shots.
Tentative right hand, lead left hook. There's the right hand on the counter, not getting through from Ioka. Double jab now from Polite.
Good accurate jab from Ioka there. This is a battle of nerves right now. These fighters pretty even throughout the 2 rounds. I have it dead even.
Bigger swings from Polite. Ioka again, you see the level change. Good snap jab.
Man, Polite is just missing with some huge right hands, and it credit to the defense of Ioka because he's right there to be hit, but he doesn't allow himself to get hit. Just like that, just enough movement. Knows the leverage, knows the landscape, knows the distance, and how to be just out of the distance, out of harm's way of Polite's big power.
Smitty, to your point, Ioka talked with us about that at our fighter meeting yesterday. He said, continually, I need to change my range. In, out, back again. He said he was definitely willing, he's showing it right there, to stay long with Polite. Even though Polite has that decisive reach advantage. Good jab from Polite. 120 now remaining round 3.
Like to see Aston rough him up a little bit, be a little rougher with him. See, he's already complaining about stuff. They were complaining yesterday, saying that Polite threw a lot of rabbit punches in his last fight against Martinez. I didn't see it that way, but I think that Aston should pull out all the stops.
Left hook from Ioka. Landed not fully flush. Polite walking through it. Both fighters very much still trying to gain the timing of their respective opponent. A lot of respect. You can feel it, Smitty, flowing both ways.
And you know, we talk a lot about the power of Polite, but he's doing a good job
Good
of boxing
left
here,
hand.
but he got clipped there with a shot.
Ioka sitting down on that left hook. Ioka backing up Polite. Polite eating that jab flush. Better stuff now from Kazuto Ioka. Final seconds, round number 3. Smile on the face of Polite. There is the bell.
Polite doing the right thing here, trying to back him up, walking down. He just needs to step over to his right and cut off the ring so that Ioka can't slide off there.
2:05 now remaining, round number 4. Polite slowly turning up the pressure here in this 4th round. Eats a right hand on the counter.
And landed a left hook. Good back and forth action.
Very, very even thus far. This fight for the WBO 115-pound world title, vacated by champion Donny Nietes in February. Right hand, good turn of movement, the left hand. Left hand right back from Polite. Polite definitely turning up the aggression, throwing bigger here, Smitty.
Needs to. But just, I love the subtle movement of Ioka. Sliding off to the left, and I saw him slide off to the right as well during this round. Very calculated action by both of these guys. Polite still just missing with the right hand.
Good jab from Polite there. Triple jab from Ioka. Nothing really getting through. Lead uppercut from Polite.
Good jab again. The accuracy of the shots of Ioka, very impressive. Doesn't waste any shots. He wasted those 3 jabs, but they really weren't wasted because they thwarted any attempt by Polite.
Victory in this bout elevates Aston Polite to a level of genuine stardom in the great boxing nation of the Philippines. And again, Ioka already an outright star, trying to become the first Japanese fighter ever to win world titles in 4 different weight classes. Good left hand from Ioka. Now 20 seconds remaining, round 4.
And he set that up with a lot of what he doesn't appear to be doing, which is this subtle movement back and forth, left and right, pairing. Great illustration of ring generalship by Ioka.
Good left hand counter, left, right, back, right hand from Polite. We're headed to round 5. Into the corner of Kazuto Ioka.
By Ioka. Doesn't waste anything, and what he throws, he usually lands.
Set for round number 5. Referee Kenny Chevalier starting the 5th round, then backing off. Chevalier has had virtually nothing to do, which is the way world-class referees like it. Actually, it's the way all referees like it, or at least they should. And I say that as a former pro boxing referee.
Sean, these next 3 rounds, to me, are critical for Polite to do some damage, to create some hurt, like he's trying to do right now. Ioka's been 10 or 12 rounds, like 14 times in his career. The longer this goes, the way he's so comfortable, so experienced, Polite has to do some damage in the next few rounds.
Polite loading up the right. Snap jab from Ioka. He's so quick. Good right hand from Ioka.
Couldn't see that shot coming either. It was just, again, this when you score a fight, clean punching, effective aggressiveness, ring generalship, and that defense. It's the ring generalship and defense right now that has Ioka ahead on my card by a couple of points.
As we have an American referee in Kenny Chevalier, 3 judges, all world class assigned by the WBO, coming from Australia, Canada, and Poland.
Polite can't wait against a guy like this. You just got to take a shot, even if you get hit, and rely on your chin and knowing that you have the more powerful pop, because if you keep waiting, nothing will be there. This guy is that good in subtleties, Ioka.
Polite trying to stay a bit longer here in round 5 than we saw in the previous 4 rounds, trying to work off of the 1.
Can't play chess with this guy.
3-punch combination, Ioka right back out. Good left hand from Polite. Snap jab from Aston Polite. Now 55 seconds remaining in this 5th round. Good right hand after the left to the body from Ioka. Very good combination there, somebody from Kazuto Ioka.
He has great eyes, great vision. It's a good combination by Polite.
Can you see the tick-tock movement to the inside from Ioka? Ioka so slick, the right hand, 2 misses from Polite.
Polite needs to use a little more upper body movement himself, like he's trying to do right now.
Polite still loading up the right hand. And sticking out the left, not even jabbing with it, just using it as the range finder. Trying to find that big power right. Final seconds, round number 5. UFC Fight Pass, RJJ Boxing live from Chiba, Japan, and we are headed to the 6th round.
Action in the last round, high guard, but snaps the jab right off of it, comes back with a left hook to the body, punctuates it with a right hand to the head. All the shots landed. Placement and pop by Ioka. Good stuff.
Seconds out cold. Kenny Chevalier with a smile on his face, Pushing back Aston Polite as we start round number 6. Verbally pushing him back anyway. Polite very keen to get off of his stool and to get this 6th round underway. There's the left jab again from Ioka. Ioka talked to us, Smitty, yesterday in the fighter meeting. Get in, get out, get in, get out, change the range. And that's what he's been doing thus far.
And it's not, you don't think in a phone, there aren't phone booths anymore, but for those who remember phone booths or young people listening, look it up. He's actually like moving with inside a phone booth. They're right together, these guys, but it's just, see, Ioka's not going anywhere. Just subtle little movements in a circle, left and right, and I love the little pairing and pawing that he's doing to try to lull Polite to sleep to set up something. Or get him thinking about this hand or that hand, and then bam, there comes a right hand, Good defensive movement by Ioka. A little slip there.
And a tangling of feet. Smile on the face of Polite.
Ioka just did a really nice, cool move where he waved the left hand and then threw a left hook off of it.
It's largely forward movement from Polite, and it's largely elusive movement, at least to this point, with 140 remaining in round 6 from Kazuto Ioka. Polite, Smitty, has taken very few backward steps, yet Ioka has been able to land effectively in the pocket, angle out, slide out, and then get back into range. Rare break order by Chevalier.
I think Polite on the inside has to start throwing that left hook to the body and right uppercut.
Nothing on the jab from Polite from long range.
You are not going to outpoint Ioka, and it has nothing to do with the geographic proximity of being in Japan. He's just that damn good. That's a good shot. Left hook.
Hand. Overhand right from Polite to finish that combination. Right back Ioka. There's the left from Polite. 50 seconds now remaining round 6. The temperature rising. Big right hand from Polite. Big 2-punch combination right back from Ioka.
Polite landed a good shot, and as you mentioned, Ioka answered right back. Frustration could start to set in if Polite doesn't land something big here soon.
Ioka negating the power by stepping into it. Again, off of the one goes Ioka.
Beautiful jab. It's so accurate and nothing wasted.
See the movement of hands from Kazuto Ioka. Proving more and more elusive as this championship fight progresses. Shuffle of the feet from Ioka. We are headed to round 7. Is the first half of this fight complete?
You could see the confidence at the end of that round by Ioka. And a little bit of frustration starting to show on Polite. Anxiousness, you can see it, you can feel it.
Well on the forehead of Kazuto Ioka, but through 6 rounds, 18 minutes, his face relatively clean.
And that's because he's so elusive, so difficult to hit. You see Ioka there over the top with a beautiful right hand.
To the 7th round we go. Our fight clock is presented by Cleveland Whiskey, whiskey without limits. Smitty, your unofficial scorecard through the first half of this fight.
I have Ioka up by 4 points, and that's a lot, given this type of a fighter. Polite has some stoppages in 7 rounds or later. I think he's got 3 of them after 7 rounds, but don't know if he carries the power into the later rounds, and he doesn't probably either. We're going to find out. But he's working on it now.
Throwing bigger, throwing harder here, early stages, round 7. Twice he landed that lead uppercut. Lead left hook. Bigger shots now. A lot of those being partially parried on the glove. That right hook was it. Now there was the right uppercut. Again, the right hook, right uppercut, left hook from Polite.
Polite feels that he's got him in some trouble, but good movement. But, is that a knock? No, I think it was
ruled a slip immediately by Chevalier.
Was a shot, but I think there's a lot of water over there, and he slipped. Here's the shot, though, for Polite.
Left hand, right hand. Polite then needs to counter left hook. Polite throwing bigger.
Got to be careful not to punch himself out, though. Polite, good body shot.
Ioka left to the body. Polite firing right back. Overhand right, good left hook, then another left from Polite.
A little bit of trouble.
Polite having a very big round number 7 to this point.
Right uppercut is the shot for Polite.
This crowd really heating up here at Makuhari Messe in Chiba, Japan. As you would expect, an extremely pro Kazuto Ioka crowd.
Ioka showing us some chin, too. Absorbing these huge shots from Polite and coming back with stuff of his own.
Inside fighting from Ioka, lands the right hand short and sharp. To the body, uppercut to the body. Chevalier now warning Ioka, low blow. Doesn't call time, right back to it, just the admonition to Ioka. Polite never complained.
Polite threw a lot of hard shots. Could be a little tired, a little gassed as we come 30 seconds to go in this round 7.
Polite just missing with that jab.
It's a little tired, Polite.
Ioka hook to the body with the left hand. Big 2-punch combination from Ioka.
He's got to be careful he doesn't let Ioka steal the round. This was a good early part of the round for Polite.
Final seconds, round number 7. Very entertaining round, perhaps the most entertaining of this fight, and we are headed to round 8.
Well, Ioka showed us he has the beard to go along with all.
To the winner goes the currently vacant WBO Junior Bantamweight World title.
See him pawing with that. He's playing around. Ioka is there, and he lands it.
Good right hand. Ioka really sat down on that right. Polite trying to explode forward with the jab. There's a jab to the body from Kazuto Ioka.
Polite simply never faced anything like this, with the exception of Nietes, who beat Ioka in his last fight, split decision. Of course, Polite got the draw with him, but this guy is so complete. So other than Nietes, he's never faced anything like this. So learning experience, and again, needs to go back to what he was doing earlier in the last round, trying to land some big shots on the inside.
Smitty, it's not as simple as the speed and movement of Ioka versus the power and range of Polite, but that's definitely a major theme of this fight.
And it's not so much speed, it's just the movement of Ioka. Not only, throwing a shot, slipping at the same time, constantly the gate, little movement, knows the landscape, where to go, when to go there, how to go there. When to be there, when not to be there. A lot of wizardry in here by Ioka. But no, he's not a quick-fisted guy like super fast guy. Doesn't need to be. This is why they call it the sweet science. He's doing a great job of showing a lot of different subtleties. And again, a lot of it's when he doesn't do stuff, Sean, like that. Just moving out of the way.
Good right hand, a step in, leaping right from Ioka. Then backs off out of range. 50 seconds remaining, round 8.
And this is why, Sean, when we were talking even yesterday at dinner, I was saying that Polite needs to hit anything early, just anything. Whack the body, whack the arms. You just cannot get into playing chess with this kind of guy.
2-punch combination quickly by Ioka. Ioka really moving effectively now. Polite trying to settle back into this fight. Polite had a really strong first half of round number 7.
Polite's mouth is open, though. Again, I think that gassed him. He really went for it in that last round. The heads came together there.
This is a big round number 8 for Kazuto Ioka. Nobody has won anything yet. Scheduled for 12. There is the bell. Starts round number 9. We'll see if urgency now coming into the game of Aston Polite. Second ever world title fight. Again, fought for this title September 2018. A split draw in California in Carson, outside of Los Angeles, versus Donnie Nietes. Again, Ioka fighting for this title December 2018. Lost a split decision versus Nietes. Amazingly, we've said it before, it bears repeating, the 17th world title fight tonight for Ioka in his remarkable career. Just the second world title fight for Polite. And Ioka thought that experience factor would be huge in his favor, Smitty.
And in only 25 fights, Sean. He's only 30 years of age. A lot of, he had a great amateur career. I think he had over 100 amateur fights, started fighting young. His daddy got him in the game, Ioka. But a lot, you talk about being born a fighter, a lot of the stuff he's doing right now, yeah, you learn it in the gym, but a lot of it's just God-given instinctive fighting wizardry. I'm impressed.
Tight, effective striking guard from Ioka. Overhand right from Polite, just missed the mark. Good left hand from Ioka. To the body, then the head. That was clever with the left hand from Ioka.
Watch the balance of Ioka. He's so balanced. He's right where you're supposed to be as a fighter. And the elbows are in, nullifying any attempts of a left hook to the body or something by Polite.
Right hand to the last sequence from Polite, getting through, took Ioka off of his striking line. 65 seconds remaining, round 9. Polite trying to cut the ring off on Ioka, but Ioka, such an elusive mover. Spinning out, turning when his back was nearly against that corner cushion.
Yeah, his anticipation and reactions are great. While other guys have to think about it, he's just doing it like right there.
Snap jab from Polite after 4 punches from Ioka. Ioka to the body, good left hand from Polite, short and sharp. Left hand from Ioka.
It's beautiful the way he slipped that right hand. I mean, Polite's trying, but it's so difficult.
Three-punch combination, the right, then there's that left jab again from Ioka. So quick, so effective.
Defense is like just trying to catch a fly, out of the air with a boxing glove on. It's just so difficult.
That is the end of round 9, and to the business end of this title fight we go.
Offensively, defensively, you have to be so impressed with Kazuto Ioka. There he is, placing a body shot. Partially slipped the right hand. Sets up another digging body shot. Double left hook, comes back to the head. And in position defensively. Left hook to the body. Turns it over to the head. And out of harm's way defensively.
Coverage of this WBO 115-pound world title fight on UFC Fight Pass. Again, this is the first ever boxing world title bout in the history of Fight Pass. The first of many to come in this great partnership between RJJ Boxing and UFC Fight Pass. Smitty, how do you have it through 9 rounds?
88-83, Ioka. Polite needs a knockout to win this fight. Capable of doing it on paper, but against a guy like this, Ioka doesn't fight like Floyd Mayweather, who does, but he has some of the same great attributes. Not as fast, but, Floyd does it a different way. But when you talk about accuracy and great defense, this guy has them both in leaps and bounds.
Again, there's that step-in snap jab from Ioka. Ioka to the body. Good left hand. Ioka's looks so quick. 3-punch combination and right back out. In and out, just as Ioka said he would do.
Yeah, you can't teach that stuff. Not like that.
Polite perhaps looking more and more frustrated now as we get to the deep rounds as we're in round 10.
You can see it. Yeah, that you're absolutely right, Sean. You can see it. You can feel it. We know how confident he was going into this. Ioka, it seemed like...
Right hand left, a big right, then another left. Huge combination from Ioka. Polite suddenly holding on. Enormous right and another. Polite in all sorts of trouble. Ioka looking for the finish line. And that is it. Game, set, match. World title number 5 in 4 weight classes for Kazuto Ioka.
And perhaps a plaque and a ring someday in the International Boxing Hall of Fame. Becoming the only fighter in the history of Japan to win titles in 4 different weight divisions. What a performance by Kazuto Ioka.
Polite absolutely devastated in his corner on his stool. An elation in the ring for Kazuto Ioka.
I think when Polite didn't get it done in round 7, he was just done himself. He put so much into those shots, and when Ioka absorbed and weathered the storm, he became a Japanese storm of his own. A tsunami, if you will, with great defense.
Now 24 victories, 14 by way of knockout for Kazuto Ioka. World titles at 105, 108, 112, and now tonight 115 pounds.
The boxing, the theater of the unexpected, what you didn't expect was a knockout coming from Ioka.
So game from Aston Polite. Really had the air of the more confident fighters yesterday at weigh-ins.
Look at the combinations here. Look at the accuracy. And you can see Ioka's got some tiger in him. Right hand, left hook, combinations. Forcing Kenny to jump in there, take a shot of his own nearly, and stop it. So Polite can have another day to fight on.
Polite told us he felt that Ioka was intimidated by his size advantage and by what he perceived to be the power advantage. Ioka, if he seemed tight a little bit at the weigh-ins, he exuded nothing but confidence from the time that this fight began. Ioka had a strong round number 1 and got stronger and stronger all the way to the 10th round TKO win.
Great skill supersedes size and power. You see the finishing, that big right hand. Polite in trouble. Left hook, sweeping double left hook. Big right hand. And Polite just couldn't get his hands up in time, and he was pretty much out of it.
Very nice moment between these two world-class fighters, and that was a world-class performance in taking this WBO junior bantamweight title for Kazuto Ioka.
Another look at the finish, the combination, letting the hands go, every shot landing. You know, Sean, I just got back from hosting the 30th International Boxing Hall of Fame in Canastota. And again, someday this young man might be there.
An outstanding performance for Kazuto Ioka, the winner by way of 10th round TKO. Kazuto Ioka defeats Aston Polite to become the new WBO Junior Bantamweight World Champion. There's a true sense now, as you see here in Chiba, Japan, of Ioka's popularity in his home nation.
History made by the 30-year-old. Another championship, a fourth one in another division. Nobody else in Japan's great boxing history has accomplished that. But it's done tonight by Ioka with the stoppage of Polite.
Aston Polite, just 28 years old, still a very, very relevant fighter. At 115 pounds, again, ranked number one. Certainly one, perhaps two wins can rehabilitate him. Another shot at this title. Polite could never get his outside game going, could never fully land that power right, just could not showcase that power.
It's about not giving up. I'm not ready to quit. I've been through a lot of hard times.